With Jablonski's son sitting next to him, the pub owner stands up to confront the man. Jablonski is then shoved as the man in the red pants pulls a gun from his waistband and briefly points it at him.
He just kept saying, "Sit down, white boy, I'm going to end you."
Then the man with the gun slugs him and they begin wrestling. Jablonski goes for the gun using his elbow.
I picked him up by his throat and his head after I punched where the gun was, and just started basically carrying him away from my son.
As the gun slides out, the pub's brewmaster spots the weapon and grabs it. At the same time, Jablonski's son climbs on top of his father to help. Jablonski says his boy, seeing the world through the eyes of an innocent 4-year-old, roars like a dinosaur in an effort to scare the man.
It's by far the most frightened I've ever been in my life, because I wasn't worried so much about me. I was just worried about, like, okay, this guy has shown he's completely erratic.
Boom! So what scares me the most about a video like this is simply that, you know, I'm a professional protector, right? Bodyguard, executive protection, whatever you want, close protection, however you want to call it. But this is what I do. This is what I signed up for, is to be able to outperform an adversary, your adversary, whoever you hire me to protect you from, or if you just hire me to protect you, right? I've got to be able to outperform a human being, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in some cases. I have to be able to outthink them, outmaneuver them, physically, outsmart them, overpower them, whatever it is. That is who and what I am. As a professional, that is my job. Now, what troubles me the most, and has caused me to do a lot of the things I do in the world, right? Talk about protection, talk about protecting your family, talk about trying to bring the different techniques and tactics that we render for the 1% of the world, right? Because I've been protecting, you know, millionaires and billionaires and successful people since I was 21 years old, right? Since 2008, I've been doing this work. And so I've learned a lot of different strategies, techniques, tactics, whatever, that I try to bring to the world so you guys can protect your families more effectively. Now, I'm getting to it. The thing that scares us and that scares me as a professional is the reality that I am paid to mitigate risk. So this means I'm always looking at risk, right? I'm always looking at risk posture and what's going on in the environment. And then because I have this brand, I get sent videos all the time to see more than most people. Hundreds of videos a week of real world combative situations just like the one you watch. And so I have a hyper awareness to the risks that all of us face and that you guys face. And so knowing what I know about reality and how it works and the different tactics, because you see patterns, right? Not only when you live it and you implement those principles to keep people safe, but also when you're viewing tape all the time, and also when you have a combat background, you know, and I've been to Iraq, I've seen these things happen and all this, and I've been to 60, 70 different countries around the world. I'm letting you know my experience to help you understand the extremely important point I'm trying to make that hopefully will save lives if people share this video enough, which is, I signed up to protect people. I signed up to keep people safe. But what people don't realize is that no matter whether you signed up for it or not, the reality is you might have to keep the people you love safe. It's not up to you, man. It's not like you get to choose, you know what I mean? Protection is an inalienable right. It's something that could be required of you at any moment in time, any place. That guy never thought he'd have to do that in front of his kid. Facts, right? No one thought they'd have to do that in front of their kid at any point. Facts, 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 right? So every single person in the thousands and thousands of videos I've watched never thought they would have to outperform another human being. Thank God that guy didn't choose to kill him, because it seems like that guy could have right in front of his kid, right? So this is why we train. This is why we have the Protector Symposium. This is why I make learning the skills and the art of protection extremely easy, something you can do from the comfort of your own home. Because why? Because soft skills have so much more to do with you living a safer pattern of life than your hard skills actually do, right? Social dynamics, you know, being able to understand tactical positioning, context, rolling risk assessment, the way he interacted with that guy could have escalated or de-escalated that situation. Could have. I don't got a crystal ball, but it could have, right? So, and 99% of you, if you understand what to look for and how to move and where to put yourself, you could avoid the situation altogether. You know what I'm saying? You'd be out of that room. You wouldn't even be there when it happened, right? when that guy starts shooting randomly and random people get shot. Nonetheless, I'm just here to say that the reality is, don't think you're safe. You're not safe. The demon of chaos, right? The Loch Ness monster of chaos is always right underneath the surface. I could get into a car accident right now, right? Always right underneath the surface. Do I have a tourniquet on my body right now, just in case I get in a car accident and I take on a serious bleed, right? Do I understand these things, or someone in front of me, or I injure someone else, right? These are considerations. I want you guys to understand the world we live in. The problem is civilians and most normal people are focused on making money and living their life. And you'll spend your entire life without ever having anything happen, which will cause you not to have any intellectual reference points that'll cause you to think that nothing will happen or can happen. And this is a false sense of security. This is the mistake that makes you guys such easy targets for chaos and for evil people. And this is exactly the mission that I live to fight against. My mission is to multiply protectors in the world, because protectors are the white blood cells in the body of humanity, right? The more protectors we have, I want to help good people to be more willing, capable, prepared, and yes, in some cases, dangerous. I want evil to fear good. Evil does fear good. I'm trying to send evil back into hiding. So I want to encourage you to join us at the Protector Symposium. Join us at protectornation.com. Join the Brotherhood of Protectors, right? Get a sense of community. Learn what you need to learn online, right? Go watch the 200 tactical protection review videos I've made that are completely free online at my YouTube channel. So you too can get sped up and be put in a position where something like this doesn't ever happen to you in front of or with your family. Much love and respect to this guy for fighting, but I want to see better outcomes than this. Byron Rodgers, protected by nature and by trade. Reminding you to be peaceful, but not harmless. Boom! Boom! It's finally here. Go to protectornation.com to join the Protector Nation community. Learn online and become part of our Protector Nation family. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and for us all to join forces to make the world a safer place by helping good people to become more dangerous. I'll see you there, and until then, be peaceful, but not harmless.